What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Yo, Who Hired You? My name is James, and this is...
What's up? I'm Hag.
And today, we're going to talk about Andy and Kristen.
From Toy Story?
Not Andy from Toy Story. We're going to talk about Andy, the CEO of Astronomer, who recently got caught on the Jumbotron at the Coldplay concert with the crusty old lady from HR.
Ooh. What company is it?
Astronomer.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So you familiar?
Yeah, they're a data company essentially, right? And they're responsible for collecting data from other different types of companies to make them more efficient. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some data on dating, and then we're going to clap back at the data company with some data and some more data.
Facts. So hopefully some of the stats we hit you with don't make you look at your significant other any kind of crazy way, because some of these stats is wild.
Stay off the Summer Jam screen.
Don't be the next contestant on the Summer Jam screen. All right, y'all. Lock in.
All right, James. So what happened was they were at Gillette Stadium. And what is Gillette Stadium known for?
Cheaters.
Cheaters. You got cheaters on cheaters on cheaters.
It's the aura of the place just makes you want to cheat.
Yeah. Bad for business.
Bad for business. So what happened, right? Everybody's seen it. It's all over the timelines. It's all over everywhere. We know. The CEO was hugging from the back the head of HR.
That was not a natural hug.
For his company, right? He didn't even do it with somebody else from a different company. He's literally hugging the head of his HR department from behind, like Jack and Titanic when they're on the bow of the ship and all. Like, it was nasty. It was disgusting work.
Right.
So the camera goes on them. Mistake number one, they both panic. The look in their eyes is the purest of fear. Like, if you've ever got caught cheating in your life, you understand the feeling that both those people had when the spotlight and the camera went up for everybody to see. But mistake number one, my guy, was panicking. What he should have done is put both his hands there and started squeezing her and doing the Heimlich and started hitting in the back of the head, acting like she's choking on a pretzel or a glizzy.
Yeah, he probably still would have went viral with that.
But at least I'm going viral for saving her life.
Yeah, but they also weren't the first people on the cam. If you noticed, right? They weren't the first people. So, like, he was just way too comfortable because he didn't even, like, move before that.
He never in a million years thought that he was going to end up on that screen, bruh. Never.
That's fair.
He has his own private box. They probably have like a VIP suite. They're chilling. He's all feeling the vibes, hugging her from behind, rubbing all up on her.
This guy has not seen any accountability in a long time, probably.
Nasty. And the funnier part about all, like, this is all bad, but the funny part for me is the homegirl sitting right next to them. So when homie ducks down like Trump when they were shooting at him, she just stand there like, oh,
man.
And the funny part is, she knows all of it. That's why she's
everything.
there. That's why she's there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to know, in corporate logic brain, good old Andy was probably like, you know what? I'm going to take the team out for a summer outing. Amex. Yep. 10 tickets to Coldplay. We're getting a box. You guys, we crushed our numbers this quarter or whatever. We're going to Coldplay. Everybody's like, yeah.
Still work.
It's still work.
It's work.
But we're going to bring the head of HR with us because I'm smashing her. Because I'm smashing her.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some of the other coworkers there that know, but now you're in the circle of trust. You're complicit with me.
Yeah, because if anything gets out, they're going to know who said
who did it.
Yeah,
and
who did it.
Who you going to snitch to?
You can't.
I'm the CEO and she's head of HR. What you gonna do?
Nowhere. And if you do, you're gone.
You're out of here.
Yep.
Beat it. Get your little box and your plan and scram. So they thought they had this locked down. They thought they had it all sized up. They were like, yo, we good. She's not going to snitch or she's getting fired. You're head of HR. I'm head of the company. We got this. We're going to have a good old time. And then that goddamn AV tech at the Coldplay concert said, let me aim the camera at the VIP section.
I think they're probably just looking to find some like famous people And they
He's
probably
not
ran.
famous,
I understand,
bruh.
but they're sitting in a box, right? So they're probably scanning the boxes, and all of a sudden, like, oh, look at this couple.
He's famous
Boom.
now, though.
He's famous now.
You famous
For all the
now
wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons, and I hope you could turn that fame into some kind of money, because you're never gonna be able to work anywhere else, Andy.
Yeah.
Like the CEO thing, it's over. Like you and Kristen, y'all better get the OnlyFans popping. Y'all better do little themed scenes.
He's
like,
he's unhireable.
He's unhireable.
Yeah.
You blew it.
Can't. And the other thing behind that too, right? So what's the impact for the company, right? So they're a privately owned company, so there's no stock. And you're like, oh, well, if they're privately owned, that doesn't impact them. But it does, because how many people want to do business with this company right now?
Yeah.
You just really put your business and your company in a really bad position, because the board of directors, they can fire them, they can do whatever they want, but now the perception of that company totally changes. Like, who's going to want to do business with a company that was being ran by HR and the CEO that were doing whatever they wanted to do with no repercussions?
And the funny part
Can't
is,
trust them.
the other CEOs and the other people on the board are probably cheaters too, but they're probably looking at
According to the data.
Yeah,
we're gonna get into.
we're about to get into.
Yeah.
But they're probably looking at you like, bro, we can't trust you to run this company if you're doing harebrained stuff like this. Like, we've got millions on the line, and you doing this, you fumbling the bat.
Yeah.
Now,
They just did, because think about it, right? Maybe there's another company that they kind of could have went with.
competitor, right?
The competitors or whoever. And now the other companies are probably going to get some more business, because who's going to want to work with this kind of company?
They're going to be like, we keep our cheating under wraps.
Yeah.
You'll never hear about our cheating.
Yeah, but also it's lessons learned, right? There's going to be probably for some of these other CEOs or whoever, HR, like, here's a blueprint of what not to do.
Yeah, and what it's doing, it's alluding to having a toxic work culture.
Yeah, he created more work for everybody by acting like this. Because now there's going to be a bunch of whole new training. The whole company is going to be probably flipped upside down, right? And they just ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, and the thing that kills me is, like, if you're going to risk it all, it's got to be worth it, man. Like, Kristen got to have that snapper, bro.
Yeah, that was some office goggles.
Yo, fact. You know what?
Yeah.
Please explain office goggles.
That's just, you're looking at someone that probably, well, let's just say they're not as easy on the eyes as probably, his wife.
She's crusty, bro. His wife is beautiful. She's bad.
beautiful. Yeah.
Hey, girl.
How you doing?
How you doing? She's beautiful. So
Right.
to cheat on your beautiful wife,
I mean, that's
with
a bad
the
idea.
crusty Liberian looking. You know who she kind of reminds me of?
Who?
Marge's sisters on The Simpsons.
Was that Smoke?
With the smoke a lot. That's who this lady. If she was a Simpsons character, that's who that lady would be, bro.
That's funny.
Like, and you just risked millions of dollars in salary,
Right.
Your whole career, because it's like Kag said, you're
over.
unhireable right now.
It's over.
It's over. So hopefully you can invest your money, flip it, or like I said, start the OnlyFans and do some scenes like you and
I mean, he's hireable, but he ain't going to be a CEO again.
I don't
right?
know. They don't be caring, bro. They don't be caring. I mean, he got to lay low for a minute.
Yeah, she looked like a Karen.
The block is hot right now, so he's got to lay low for sure. But you fumbled the bag for Kristen, bro.
Yeah.
And I
Whatever.
like, if it was like Sofia Vergara or like some amazingly hot chick,
Yeah.
like, even like Sofia Vergara's in her like 50s, but I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, I could
hear you.
understand why you did it.
Let's not try to justify his bad actions,
No, let's please, because how do you cheat down? You cheat down and you lose the bag, my guy.
Well, that's what happens.
His wife the next day took his last name off of all her socials. She's at some divorce attorney's office right now.
Yeah, she's going to make even more money by doing some interviews potentially if she wants.
She's going to write a book. She's going to be on a podcast. Hey, girl.
Hey,
Sit
how
right
you
here.
doing?
Sit right. Yep.
That's something you shouldn't
Right
do. Like, yeah.
And listen, he's going to be in the struggle. Like,
Yep.
quote unquote struggle. It's the wealthy struggle. He's still gonna probably be a multimillionaire, but
Oh, he's like the dude in that show on Apple TV that goes and robs everybody's house.
oh yeah.
That's who he is. I forget the guy's name, but yeah, it's who he's gonna.
Yes,
he's gonna
that's-
start stealing
That's
from
gonna
everybody.
he's gonna be like exactly yeah.
That's who he
Jim Carrey
is.
did a movie like that
Yeah.
too, where they were like selling their lawn. And
Yeah.
that's who Homeboy is.
Don't let him in your house.
Facts. He's scoping your whole
he's
thing
stealing
out.
everything.
And then Kristen's in the car like this, wait, because she's done too.
Yeah.
Because the worst
Yeah.
part about it is for Kristen is she's HR. She's the head
Right.
of HR. So she has all the information about what to do and what not to do in a relationship or dating at work.
That's right. So let's talk about that, right? So what are some of the stats? Let's just start from the top, beginning. What are some basic stats about dating at work? Like, how did we get here with the CEO and the HR?
All right. This first stat, it might make you throw up a little bit in your mouth, a little bit, just a little, right?
Are you going there?
40% of people are cheating at work with a coworker.
Damn.
40. So let's put that in simple terms for people.
That's like 20 couples.
20 couples cheating at work. Think about that, bro. 40%. That's almost half of the people you know that are alive and breathing right now are cheating with a coworker.
Okay.
So I want you to stare right in your girl's eyes and read her that stat and see if she do that little thing with her nose or eye when she lying.
You got to tell?
Yeah, because bruh, that's a crazy number. That's a crazy percentage.
Okay.
So right now, Andy and Kristen are part of that 40%.
There you go. Okay. And
that's
what else?
That's stat number one. The next crazy one to me that I maybe call me a dinosaur. I'm old school,
Right.
But I don't believe in having relationships at work or hooking up at work.
No, you can't.
But 43% of people are on the other side of this, and they are finding love at the office.
Those two did.
Ridiculous.
So
That
they were hugging?
That means that means 43% of people are willing to risk their job,
Yeah. And their
Right.
family.
their family,
Yeah.
everything for a workplace romance.
You
Think
gotta,
about
you got to
that.
see them every day. And, ugh.
And again, that's not we didn't
We didn't even get there yet.
We didn't even
my
get into
bad.
that
Yeah.
the mechanics of dating somebody at
Right.
work. We're just at the top layer
Okay.
with the stats.
All right. So 40% of people cheat. 40% of the people find love.
But
Okay.
and then but before we even get further into the stats,
Okay.
that's better than any dating app. You're beating Tinder, Grindr, whatever, Christian Mingle. Christian Mingle got the hoes and they not doing them numbers. That's where the hoes is at, christianmingle.com.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Hey, sponsorship. No, just playing. Craziness.
Right.
To think that as much energy and time that people spend on dating apps, they really just need to go to work and look around.
Yeah. But
Somebody
they
in
got
your office
bots
will date
and
you.
all. There's other factors to those numbers, I feel like. But
Bro, almost half of the people at your job are dating or are
well, how
willing
many?
to
I
date.
think it's like 60% of people have admitted to dating at work. So 60% of the workforce, they date. Doesn't mean they're in love or
Yeah.
they're cheating, but 60% of those people have admitted to dating at work.
That's data for your ass.
Data for the data company.
Pause. For your pipeline, for your data pipe. That's some data for your data pipeline. Super pause.
All right, so we got all the data behind this, right? So there has to be some politics and some power dynamics that go into some of these, numbers that we just thrown out there, right?
Absolutely.
So what is it? How many people date peer to peer?
So before that we say peer to peer. Let's explain. So like people on at the same level with the job.
Same
right?
level. You pretty much do same job.
Maybe on a different team, but like
Maybe a little bit. There's probably a little give or take in the.
basically you're not dating your boss.
Yeah, you're not dating your boss.
Peer to peer, right? That's like 79% of people are peer to peer. So that
Right.
means you're not dating up.
Yeah.
You're not at work trying to
staying
climb
at the
ladder.
same level.
You just met. You both work in the office or whatever you're dating, right? And then so that's what 20%.
Yeah, so another 20%. So that's essentially the CEO, right? And the head of HR, they fall in that other 20% of, we'll call them subordinates, if you want to tell people what a
subordinate is.
Subordinate. Don't you talk to me like that in front of my subordinates.
I hate that word subordinate, bro.
It's so
that's
terrible.
Such a lame ass word, bro.
Yeah.
So, but
that's a boomer term for sure.
That's a boomer term, bro. A subordinate is basically somebody who reports to you, like one of your direct reports. If you're a manager, it's one of your team, whatever, right? Your tech.
So you're leveling up. She was leveling up, right?
She was climbing.
Yeah, she's climbing.
Yeah, the other 80% aren't climbing. They're just at work together, hooking up.
Okay.
And that 80% that's hooking up peer to peer, they're doing it because of.
They're probably the love people.
They're probably the love people, but let's get a little bit into the why they do it, right? And it's because, again, I do not condone this.
So what are these, the pros?
These are some of the pros.
Okay.
But, like, it's the proximity, right? So, like, I see you every day.
Familiarity. Yeah, it's familiar.
Easy. It's easy access, right?
Easy work,
right? And, like, you got to think for some of the people that are maybe older, right? Like, let's say I might be in my 50s or my late 40s. I got divorced or I'm single.
I know what you're going to say.
But there's the hot 30-year-old, 25-year-old. It's not. I now have access to this person. I'm not on Instagram at 50 years old or 45 years old.
You're not on Tinder and all this other stuff. You can't do it.
You don't have that energy. You don't have that aura. You don't got that. But she works with you now.
Yeah, you got a little juice at work.
Hey, come sit here, mama. Hey.
That's a no-no for HR.
So, like, now you have access to this type of person. So that's one of the pros of it is like, oh, I have access to a wider group.
Right.
Or the people, too, that are trying to date outside of their social circle. So, like.
Trying to level up.
They're trying to level up. Like, what if I grew up in the hood, right? Yeah. And then now I work in corporate America and now I'm being exposed to people from different backgrounds. And I'm like, I don't have to date, a drug dealer or a stripper or whatever. I can, and I hate that generalization, but it's for a joke. So, but now I can go and date the dental oral surgeon guy or the brain surgeon or whatever.
We're definitely stereotyping the two.
Super stereotypes. All of it stereotypes. But it's for jokes, guys. Yeah. Got to make this entertaining or like what come on.
Probably, there might be some little truth to some of that.
So, so they're doing it for that, right? The comfort, the access, and then people don't be having time to date outside of work because work these days is super demanding.
Well, it depends on what generation, right? Because if you talk to the newer generation, they're like they got all the time. They got a great work-life balance, so they got nothing but time.
That's true,
right?
But then look who ended up getting caught. It was the boomers.
That's true.
So the boomers didn't have time to date.
They didn't have time to date.
So they're hooking up at work.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like, there you go. And like now, if you dated somebody at work, first they have a job, they're financially stable. But this is the part I found interesting that I didn't really think about is get to see your girl in action. Is she a bozo?
Well, maybe that was a turn on for this guy, right? So maybe he's like, oh, I like how she acts. I like it. Yeah, like, yo, she's a boss.
She got swag, right? Like she came in, she fired all these people that made me an erection. Come here, Kristen, let's go to the closet. So like that's something I never really thought about, right? Like because when you date somebody, if you don't work with them, you don't know how they are at work. Yep. Maybe they're the man, but maybe they're not. Maybe
he wasn't like that. She wasn't as easy on the eyes as his wife. However, maybe the way that she carried herself, maybe the way she acted in meetings, maybe she was just like the alpha in the room, maybe. And he liked that. Yeah. That could have happened.
So, and that's what I'm saying. These are some of the reasons why people are dating at work because like it's a whole new kind of concept of like, ooh, I get to see like, yo, look.
Maybe they had a deep connection based off of that. Two alphas.
Or now like, yo, did you see what, now when we go home together, it's like, yo, did you see what happened in that meeting today? Can you believe they said that? Oh, I can't believe this report is coming out. We got those. Now you got more stuff in common and you're talking about more things besides like, yo, do you want to go to Target?
Yeah.
Yo, you want to go to Home Depot?
But hang on. I want to circle back to that girl that was in the box. Right?
Yo. Kristen? Is Kristen in the box?
No. Who's that? The
homegirl.
Yeah, the homegirl in the box.
Go back to homegirl. Go ahead.
Right? Because I'm like, thinking about it now, like you can't report that relationship, but I'm wondering how many people actually do report a relationship if they have one.
It's 18% of people are reporting their relationships to HR.
Okay.
And rightfully so. Mind your business.
Right.
Mind your business, Kristen. How about what you and Andy are doing? Who's reporting that?
Yep.
So I'm totally against relationship at work. I think it's all the way a bad idea. But if you're going to do it, keep it a secret, right? The number for keeping it a secret is...
For like 80% or something like that?
It's like in the 80s. It's like 80, 82%.
It's kind of secretive because they still kind of tell their coworker or something like that, right? Along those lines.
They won't tell HR.
But they'll tell
their coworker.
Yeah, they'll tell the coworker.
So homegirl that was sitting there next to them.
She can't tell nobody.
She can't tell nobody, but she's in that 80%.
Yeah.
So all you literally are seeing in real time, all of these stats play out in front of you.
Right.
Homegirl is the 80% that they told they're in a relationship or knows about the relationship.
Yep.
And then they definitely didn't tell HR about the relationship. So they're already in that 18% that aren't telling nobody nothing. Right. And then they're part of the 40% that are cheating at work.
Yeah.
But they're also part of the 43% that are finding love.
They find some love
at work, and they're also part of the 20% that are the subordinate to leadership.
The dynamics. Yeah. The power dynamic.
Mad data, mad pie charts and algebra just flying at your face like the Emma Brockovich, whatever.
The Rain Man.
The Rain Man coming on the escalator, seeing all the
numbers. Yeah, but I also think like when you're in certain positions of power and things of that nature, you feel like you're untouchable, I would assume, right? Like you'd have to think like I can just do what I want. I'm the CEO of this company. Nobody's going to touch me. I got the HR lady on Smash, like literally, right? You know what I'm saying? So like you don't think anything's going to happen to you until you went to Gillette Stadium, the home of cheaters.
The home of the cheaters. See, but I would think like if at least I would think if you're going to cheat, you'd want to cheat up. Right? Like, especially if you're a CEO.
Well, she did.
She did, but he's cheating down.
There's winners and losers in life, right?
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Right?
Yes, that's very, very true. But they both
lost.
They both lost.
The company lost.
They're both unhireable.
Yeah,
and
unhireable.
I think her more than him, though. Yeah. Because as the head of HR, you got to know the policies. You got to, and you're deliberately breaking all of the rules for Andy.
Yeah, they both look like they're at the age they could both retire.
That's true.
You know?
But he's going to retire with significantly less.
Yeah, he will.
About 50% less.
Yeah. He just messed it up for the company, the people that work for the company. I'll be curious in another 6 months what the numbers look like in terms of people being employed, and how many people stayed and how many people left.
I'm not leaving. You leaving a company if your CEO gets caught cheating?
I'm not saying that you would, but like you can't. Think about it, right? You work for this company, and now you go to apply somewhere. You're going to be a punchline.
I don't care. I wasn't the guy on the jumbotron.
You work there, tell me about it. You know,
you didn't catch me there on that. You like,
I hear you, but it's going to be that much harder for you to get a job. Maybe they're like, "Oh, you're working at that company." Think about it.
I think there's so many companies that have been in so many scandals. Look at Pfizer. They've been pumping opioids forever. If you see that on a resume, I'm not going to be like, I'm not hiring you because you're coming from Pfizer.
I get it, but I'm just saying it could
allegedly.
It's not good
case. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not good for business.
It's definitely,
because you impacted everybody.
Yeah. You
know.
Yeah. But okay, so let's talk about this. I think we got most of the data covered up. I want to kind of go into the POV of dating at work.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is, let's say you're part of the 43% that found love, right?
Okay.
Like you were single, she was single, y'all connected. Boom, we're dating, right? Monday morning, well, not even Friday.
Yep.
She's spending the weekend at the crib, right? Y'all don't live together yet. She's coming over Friday. Y'all going out for dinner, blah, blah, blah. Y'all spend the weekend together. Y'all doing all the, goofy couple stuff.
I'd be like, go home.
Monday morning comes.
Yeah.
Y'all both getting up, both taking y'all shits, both peeing, both showering, brushing your teeth. Y'all together. Y'all leave the house, get on the train together. Leave the train.
It's there forever. It's just
walk in the building together. Badging together. Maybe you go your separate ways when you're in the office, but then she's gonna send you a little team message, a Slack, a
Somebody's
ping.
going. There's got to be. There's got to.
something. Then you gotta go to lunch together, because God forbid you don't have lunch.
Hang on a second. There's got to be some type of numbers of that 43%. How many people actually stay at that current company? Because that doesn't sound like something that's like long term every single day. Like that seems like a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. Like, you really gotta love your girl, bro. like, I mean, I'm not saying that in a bad way, but like, think of it. Like, when you're at work, that's you. That's your space. That's where you're doing your thing. But when you're there together, there is no you time, and everybody needs time for themselves. Everybody needs their own space.
You need some space
to do your own thing. But now you've eroded that barrier of me time. It's us time now. It's not me, it's us. So now it's us, but now it's us at work. So all these things, we're doing it together. We're eating lunch together. People in the office are probably sick of us. They're probably like, oh my God, like these
get them out of here.
Annoying. Like, oh, they're always sending emojis to each other, and they're eating lunch and and then we don't got no stats on this. But and then what happens when your op in the office got his eyes on your office chick?
Oh boy.
Right?
Yeah.
Your op
somebody a little bit more power than you that can like hey, maybe that's where the cheating comes from.
Baby.
Yeah.
Because he might have been trying to shoot at that forever, and then you came along and got it.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna be like, oh, hell nah. I'm moving her off this project. I'm moving her to another team. Or anytime any opportunity I get to drive a wedge in between them, I'm gonna do it. So like, then you got to deal with that potentially. Right. Then you got the gossiping coworkers, right? So if you openly out in a relationship, right, there's always going to be like, oh, well, they're just dating, and because he's helping her or she's helping him, or blah, 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 blah. Like, you got to deal with all of that unnecessary chatter happening in the background because of your relationship together.
Yeah. That can definitely be a that just sounds not good, man.
It doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound good. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it.
Yeah, because then if you potentially move up, it may be because if you're one of the people that are dating, your upper management or whatever the case is, or subordinate down, right? It's they get hired, they get promoted. It's gonna potentially look like some type of nepotism, right? And people are gonna talk. They're gonna question it. So that's why I feel like we're kind of,
we're on the other side.
We're on the other side not to do it.
I wouldn't do it, man, unless it's your soulmate.
Yeah.
But what if it's not? What if she's not your soulmate? What if this picture you have in your mind of like romance in the office, like y'all staying late after work, nobody's around, y'all knock all the shit off the desk, you pull a skirt up, like that sounds like the movies. Yeah, that's not real. That's not how it happens. That's how you get
fired that way.
You get fired. That's how the security guard with the flashlight catches you, and now you're a bozo getting walked out.
Even the CEO is fireable, right?
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Right? Like, look at that. Like,
yeah.
So, listen, don't do it unless you're 1000% sure and that person is worth the shot. They're beautiful, they're ambitious, they're the other part of you that you've been looking for. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't be the next contestant on a Summer Jam screen. Guys, please, you work too hard. You went to school, maybe you climbed the corporate ladder. You don't want to climb that ladder, get to where you want to be, and then lose it for some fling in the office with some bozo chick or some bozo dude. Like,
not worth it.
Not worth it, man. It's not worth it. So on that note, we hope this data pipeline pause.
We want you to like and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, argue, all that. And we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.